Raccoon, I hit the stop button. I hit the button by accident. You ought to be about full. Two or three, four more bitefuls and a little bit of water. You ought to be ready to go home. You hear that frog over there. Sometimes the frog means it's gonna rain. They were showing a little bit of rain today, but I could see the stars in the sky and I see a bunch of clouds, but it sprinkled rain a while ago, real light. Raccoon. It's my back. I was just stretching my back. That raccoon he looks like a big old bear. I mean, a little old tiny bear. We have bear where I live at. About, I'd say, probably 25 miles from here, 30 miles from here. Driving down the highway there, about 30 miles, we have bears. But the bears only weigh about 125, 150 pounds. 180 pounds is a big bear. And the bears, they not big as a human. You know, they the size of a human. They're, size of a big man or smaller man. They don't get real big around here. And that's in Okefenokee Swamp. You heard of Okefenokee Swamp? You heard of that song, Way Down by the Swanee River? That song was, I think, written and composed by Stephen J. Forrester. Stephen J. Forrester, he wrote the words and all. Stephen J. Forrester. Now, that's Okefenokee Swamp and Georgia-Florida line. Mosquito got me in the back. But Stephen J. Forrester, he wrote those words in the song and all, way down upon the Swanee River. But you know the thing about that is, Stephen J. Forrester has never been to the Swanee River. He's never been to Okefenokee Swamp. I don't know if he just seen it on the map and said, let me make a song about that, or that's what I've been told anyway. Stephen J. Forrester. You can go down, I don't know if you can now. It used to be, I don't know, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, you could go down there to Stephen J. Forrester Park, and you could rent a boat and a motor and go ride in the Swanee River, go fish. The water is it's fresh water, but it's solid black. I went down there many a day, rent a boat, a little aluminum boat and a 9 horsepower motor. I wouldn't fish, but I'd go ride, just ride around and look in Okefenokee Swamp. What is it, Raccoon? What is it? That wind blowing pretty good right there, ain't it, Raccoony? Hmm? Hmm? You doing okay? You ought to be about full. You done been up here about 3 times tonight eating. Man, that mosquito got me right behind under my arm. Ooh, Raccoon, that mosquito bit me. They have eaten me up tonight. You ought to be ready to go home. You ought to get some water right now and ready to go home. He can't eat much more. He ought to be full. Oh, Raccoon. You think that's old black mark? He's got the beauty mark on his side of his face, on the right side of his face. Black mark has his black mark's beauty mark on his face is dark, and the imposter, his black mark is not as dark. It's kind of faded, like it's an imitation. Oh, he's an imposter. That Raccoon, he said an imposter had an imposter beauty mark. He must be hungry. He done eat 3 or 4 times a night. Well, at least he got a 2 or 3 things to eat. He's got that hard cat food. He's got cranberries, raisins, pecans, peanuts, marshmallows. Um, there was a banana, but broke jaw eat the banana. I've got 3 more bananas in there. Um, that Raccoon must be hungry. He ain't slowed down since he started. He's done been by about 3 times and eaten out already. Must have found them pecans over there on the side. He's going home now. I got a feeling that'll be the end of him. Yeah, he's at the bottom of the fence. He's going up the fence, across the fence, up the fence, down the fence. There he goes. He's young. Well, they all of them went home. And I had to pick all this stuff up one time tonight. Yeah, they make a mess sometimes. I'll come out here and sit down here and pick it all up. And before the ants get on it sometimes. Oh, oh, my back. Okay. I think that's going to be good enough for right now. I'm going to let that sit there for a few minutes, just in case some more raccoons want to come through. I'm just gonna let that sit there. See, that's a pecan. I mean, a peanut right there. That's a peanut right there. Hands, they dirty. But messing with the raccoons, your hands get dirty quick. Alright, stop this video, stop.